In a jaw-dropping twist during the Super Bowl halftime show, Kendrick Lamar.
Macy Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been two of the biggest names in hip-hop for years, and anytime there's talk of tension between them, fans go into a frenzy. Both are known for their sharp lyrics, award-winning albums, and die-hard supporters. But every so often, people start wondering if there's more to their relationship than just two great artists coexisting. The moment rumors start flying that Kendrick might have taken a shot at Macy, the internet explodes, picking apart every word to find the truth. The performance was a full-on spectacle, huge stage, crazy energy, and non-stop choreography. But once it aired live, the real show started online. Twitter and YouTube blew up with fans debating whether Kendrick had just taken a shot at Drake. Some were convinced they had cracked the code, pointing to a specific line or moment as proof. Others thought people were just reaching. Either way, the rumors spread fast, and it didn't take long before everyone started wondering how Drake might respond. Drake is usually good at keeping his cool, but this time, he was right in the middle of non-stop gossip. Fans, vlogs, and music pages couldn't get enough, all looking for any sign of real tension between two of rap's biggest stars. At first, Drake and his team stayed quiet, no statements, no response, nothing. That just made people even more curious. Were they ignoring it, or was something brewing behind the scenes? As the days passed after the Super Bowl, the rumors only got louder. The rumors kept getting louder until they couldn't be ignored. People started whispering about how Drake really felt. Was he annoyed, thinking it over, or just waiting for the right moment to respond? One thing was clear, he wasn't going to stay quiet forever. When he finally spoke up with a few short posts on social media, curiosity was at an all-time high. Fans wanted to know, would he shrug it off, clap back, or surprise everyone? What actually happened was more complicated than anyone expected. After all, Drake and Kendrick's history runs deep. In the early 2010s, Drake and Kendrick were both shaping the future of hip-hop in their own way. Drake was already ruling the charts with his mix of smooth melodies and sharp rap verses, changing the sound of mainstream hip-hop. Kendrick, on the other hand, was making a name for himself as a powerful storyteller, dropping albums so deep they felt like they belonged in a classroom discussion. Fans started picking up on little things, interviews where they avoided mentioning each other, lyrics that felt like low-key shots, and moments in public where the vibe seemed a little off. But even with all the talk, neither of them had ever dropped a full-on diss track. They had both clashed with other rappers, but with each other, it always felt like a mix of respect and quiet competition. That's why even the slightest hint of drama had people going crazy. After Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, fans went into detective mode, analyzing every second of the footage. They zoomed in on his gestures, dissected his tone, and debated whether certain words or pronouns were aimed at Drake. Some swore they caught a subtle smirk, while others pointed to the intensity in his voice. People even broke down his set list, searching for hidden clues. Was there a nod to Drake's music or personal life buried in there? For most people watching, especially casual fans, Kendrick's performance was just a killer show, smooth transitions, crazy energy, and the kind of big production you expect from a Super Bowl halftime performance. But for those who believed there was a shot at Drake, that moment felt like a direct hit, maybe questioning his authenticity or challenging his spot at the top. In the days that followed, social media was on fire. The debate over Kendrick's rumored shot at Drake only got louder. Some argued that the line wasn't new at all. It was from one of Kendrick's older songs, where he had always criticized the industry's obsession with commercial success. To them, it wasn't about Drake specifically. But others swore Kendrick had changed the way he delivered it, pointing to small shifts in tone or emphasis as proof. The argument got so intense that #KendrickDiss started trending on Twitter. Lines were drawn fast, with Drake's fans quickly jumping to his defense. Drake's fans laughed it off, saying people were just reaching and making drama out of nothing. Kendrick's fans, on the other hand, were sure it was intentional. This was just how Kendrick moved. He didn't have to say names. If you knew, you knew. While the internet kept arguing, Drake stayed quiet. Days passed, And even when reporters tried to get a reaction from him at events, he brushed it off, changing the subject to his latest single or charity work. Drake kept posting about his business moves and social life, acting like nothing was bothering him. But his silence only made the rumors grow. Some thought he was too confident to care, while others were sure he was quietly annoyed, just waiting for the right moment to fire back. Then, one night, Drake hopped on a live stream to chat with fans. A fan finally asked the big question, "Did you hear that line from Kendrick at the Super Bowl? People are saying he took a shot at you." Drake paused for a second. It was quick, but anyone who knew him could tell he had something ready. His response wasn't going to be rushed or emotional. It was going to be calculated. He let out a small laugh, maybe to break the tension, maybe to show he wasn't bothered. Instead of jumping straight into the drama, he took a different route. Drake gave Kendrick his credit, saying he's had a big impact on modern rap. He pointed out that in a world full of big personalities, fans love to find hidden messages in every lyric, tweet, and performance. He admitted he heard the rumors right after the Super Bowl, but wasn't convinced Kendrick was taking a direct shot at him. Still, he couldn't hide a little frustration with how people focus more on drama than the music itself. His response was a mix of respect, patience, and just a hint of annoyance at how quick people are to stir things up. Drake said that if Kendrick really had something to say, it would be better to just say it, either in a conversation or in a clear statement, not through vague lines in a halftime show. But he didn't completely shut down the idea that it might have been a shot. From there, the live session turned into a bigger conversation about competition. Drake talked about how little tension, whether real or just fan-made, can actually be good for rap. Competition has always pushed artists to step up their game. But he also made it clear that there's a difference between a healthy rivalry and pointless drama. Drake made it clear he was tired of the petty drama, especially when it distracted from the music. His response felt calm and mature, and a lot of fans respected him for handling it that way. But on social media, where people love a good feud, the debate didn't end. Some praised Drake for taking the high road, while others said he was just avoiding the issue because Kendrick had outshined him lyrically. A few days after his live session, people from Drake's circle started speaking out, and the conversation only got louder. Someone close to Drake told a popular rap podcast that he was just keeping it grown, not wasting energy on petty back and forths. Another insider admitted Drake was definitely annoyed, but not exactly mad. Meanwhile, some fans were convinced he was just waiting for the right moment to respond, maybe in a verse on his next project. Turning all the speculation into even more hype for new music, music critics had their own takes. At the end of the day, the Drake versus Kendrick debate is still up in the air. Maybe it always will be. Both are competitive, but they also respect the game enough to keep any real tension, if there is any, beneath the surface. The Super Bowl moment was just another chapter in their history of subtle jabs, rumored disses, and fan theories. Drake's calm response showed he was focused on the long game, while Kendrick's silence kept fans guessing, adding just enough mystery without taking the focus off the music. At the end of the day, for most fans, this was just another piece of hip-hop drama. Something to debate, react to, and break down in endless tweets and videos. But once the dust settled, one thing was clear, real or not, the tension between these two will always keep people talking. As the rumors died down, the music kept moving. Drake kept delivering his signature introspective hits, while Kendrick continued telling powerful stories about life and society. In the end, whether the diss was real or if Drake actually felt some type of way didn't matter as much as what they would do next. But that didn't stop fans from overanalyzing every new lyric, looking for clues. Still, judging by their history, neither seemed too interested in keeping the drama going. Fans weren't ready to let it go. The thirst for drama and hidden messages never really faded. Every now and then, a blogger would bring the Super Bowl rumor back up, digging through interviews or tiny lyric changes in live performances for clues. Each time, the cycle repeated: hype, debates, then back to normal. Plenty of controversies before, and by now, he knew how to handle the noise without letting it shake him. Drake knows how to handle rumors. He says just enough to get his point across, but never lets the drama take over his brand or his music. It's a tough balance, especially with social media watching his every move, but he's mastered it. For Kendrick, the whole situation just added to his mystery. His lyrics and performances always get people talking, and even the slightest hint of a hidden message is enough to set off a wave of speculation. The fact that one line, maybe aimed at Drake, during a Super Bowl performance sent fans into a frenzy shows just how much influence Kendrick has. Instead of clearing things up, he let the rumors run their course, adding to his reputation as a deliberate artist who speaks through his music rather than public drama. But the real takeaway is how both artists handled a situation that could have easily turned into a full-blown feud. Instead of letting things spiral into a messy feud, both artists handled it with composure. Drake addressed the rumors in a way that was direct but not aggressive, while Kendrick stayed completely silent, letting the speculation build on its own. Their approaches were different. Drake chose to speak, Kendrick chose mystery, but both showed how artists can deal with drama without letting it take over. Most people didn't catch any diss at all, meaning the whole debate was fueled by fans who love the drama of rap rivalries. But that's part of what makes hip-hop exciting. A little competition, real or imagined, keeps artists sharp, keeps people talking, and pushes the culture forward. S.O. Did Kendrick Lamar really take a shot at Drake during the Super Bowl? Ask different people, and you'll get different answers. Some are convinced, others think it was just hype. Either way, it got everyone talking. Some fans swear they heard a clear shot aimed at Drake, convinced Kendrick was calling him out. Others dismiss it entirely, saying there was nothing in the performance that directly pointed to him, just fans stirring up drama. Drake's own response was careful. He didn't outright say he believed it was a diss, but he also didn't rule it out. Instead, he seemed more focused on not letting the rumors distract from the bigger picture, his music and his legacy. Drake's response was cool and controlled, showing how a superstar can shut down drama without completely ignoring the possibility that something was there. He didn't let it rattle him, but he also didn't dismiss it outright. For fans, this was just another chapter in the ongoing story of two rap giants. Kendrick, always the quiet and calculated artist, let the rumors swirl without saying a word. Drake, on the other hand, played it smart, acknowledging the chatter without letting it take over. Drake knows how to handle the spotlight. Instead of firing back or ignoring the rumors completely, he responded with calm curiosity, showing he's learned from past dramas. He didn't add fuel to the fire, but he also didn't shut the door on the idea that there might be more to the story. At the end of the day, whether Kendrick actually took a shot at him or not isn't the main takeaway. What matters is the bigger picture, how competition, respect, and artistry shape hip-hop. This isn't the first time fans have looked for tension between top artists, and it won't be the last. Hip-hop has always thrived on competition, real or imagined, and every lyric or performance becomes a puzzle for fans to solve. As long as Drake and Kendrick stay at the top, people will keep searching for hidden messages and possible jabs. But when all the debates and theories fade, what really matters is the music. That's what lasts. Drake's calm response stood out. While fans argued over whether Kendrick had taken a shot at him, Drake didn't take the bait. He acknowledged the rumor without confirming it, letting people talk without adding fuel to the fire. Was it a strategic move? Maybe, but it fits his style. He knows how to control the conversation without letting it control him. Even after the internet moved on, the debate still comes up from time to time, a sign of how much fans analyze everything Drake and Kendrick do. They're more than just rappers. They're icons, and every word or move they make gets picked apart. Whether Kendrick really took a shot at Drake during the Super Bowl or not, the moment added another chapter to their story, a mix of rivalry, respect, and pure entertainment. Drake handled the situation with a cool and mature approach, refusing to get caught up in the noise. Maybe behind the scenes, he found the whole thing amusing, but in public, he kept it professional, staying focused on his music and the bigger picture of hip-hop. And that's what makes this story, like so many in rap, an open-ended one. Drake, the worldwide superstar, keeps doing his thing, while Kendrick, the lyrical genius, lets his music spark conversations without ever saying a word.